console my agonizing heart? Who will wipe my bloody face and console me? I am looking for who will console my heart, since all my lovers have forsaken me. Who will console my agonizing heart? Who will wipe my bloody face and console me? I am looking for who will console my heart, since all my lovers have forsaken me. Loving God, you are the cause of my thirst. When sinful man come back to your God, stop gazing at me from a distance. Who will console my agonizing heart? Who will wipe my bloody face and console me? I am looking for who will console my heart, since all my lovers have forsaken me. Meditation in your life keeps you very far from me. Think of me always in your very soul. It is a road that leads to our home.
Precious blood of Jesus Christ, save us and the whole world. I am Father Michael Chaplet, the National Coordinator for Priests and Religions of Precious Blood Apostolate in Nigeria. I want to speak on the devotion of the most precious blood of Jesus Christ. The devotion in its present form came from Nigeria. It originated from Nigeria in its present form. When I say in its present form, I mean the dimension which the devotion is taking these days on time. But it is never a new devotion in the Catholic Church. When we talk about the precious blood of Jesus Christ, we remember the very night Jesus gave us the gift of his body and blood as a memorial during the Last Supper he had with his apostles. On that very night, Jesus instituted the sacrament of the Holy Eucharist, and he ordained the 12 apostles as priests to continue the memorial of his death. So the devotion has been in the church. When you get into the sacramental of the church, you see there is a provision for this devotion. So all of us who are baptized, we may claim that we are also devotees of precious blood. We may as well say that we are also consolers of the most precious blood of Jesus Christ. Then, the devotion in its present form came to be in the year 1995, precisely July 5, 1995. Our Lord Jesus Christ, in his own wisdom, decided to give this devotion a meaning that will be very clearer to us. He shows a little boy of about 14 years in a town called Olo in Anguished State, Nigeria. Barnabas Moye was at the age of 14, still in secondary school, when Jesus Christ revealed much about this devotion to him. On that very July 5, 1995, the boy was coming back home from school. As he has been doing as usual, he had the intention to say his Divine Mercy prayer at the hour of 3 p.m. So as was getting close to his class, he noticed a sudden calmness around the vicinity. Everywhere was calm. Eventually, he entered his room, hoping to say the prayer at the hour of 3 p.m. before doing another thing in the house. He entered his room. That calmness continued. All of a sudden, he heard a voice called him, "Barnabas, Barnabas, console me, adore my precious Lord." He looked round, and at the position where the altar was, he saw a full-fledged human being hanging alive on a cross. And again, he heard him calling him, "Barnabas, Barnabas, console me, adore my precious blood. I am that God, Jesus Christ, who loves you." The voice was so piercing. Cloud filled the room. The boy was alone, and as a small boy, he don't know what to do. Whether to run away from the room, he couldn't. Or to shout, he couldn't. He was a sort of helpless in the room. He gazed at the one hanging alive on the cross. After a while, the vision or the whole encounter passed. He knelt down and said his prayer of divine mercy at the hour of 3:00 p.m. So the first day passed. On the second day, being July 6, 1995, he came back from school as well. He wanted to say his prayers of divine mercy. The incident of yesterday repeated exactly. It was after this encounter on the second day that the little boy decided to share this experience with one of his sisters, precisely Irene Mabo. They all grew together, but Irene was a little bit older than him. So he went to Irene to share this experience or these encounters. Then Irene advised Barnabas, the little boy, to record everything that voice or the person, presumably, whether it's the Lord or whoever it may be, to note down the conversation between him and the person. And on going back, when the person appears again, ask him his mission and where he's coming from. And what would he want you to do for him? So at this advice, he went back home. On the third day, being July 7, 1995, at exactly 3 p.m. in his very room, this incident repeated. At this time around, Barnabas would not ask the person who he was. Rather, he started feeling very deep sorrow for his past, for his sins. And on that very third day, being July 7, 1995, Jesus now introduced himself as follows. "Barnabas, I am Jesus Christ, who died on the cross of Calvary to save the world. I am the one who laid my body to be scourged, that men might be free. I bore all the shame they deserved with my blood. I purchased them. Yet my people did not know me. I am still the one who am suffering with agony due to their sins. Barnabas, console me, adore my precious blood. I am the agonizing Jesus Christ who loves you much. Have mercy on me. I bless you in my soul." Immediately, the whole encounter passed. That was the third day. So, hearing this voice, Barnabas could not ask the person or our Lord agonizing Jesus Christ who he was. His heart melted and he started shedding tears. At last he said to him, "My Lord, I will console you, I will console you, I will console you." So this was the third day of the encounter. And the whole encounter stopped on this third day. He never heard anything until 1 year. But before going further, let me assure you that this devotion, as I said earlier in my introduction, is not a new devotion in the church. We, the priests of the Roman Catholic Church, we are all devotees of the precious blood. Because every day or every Sunday at most, we ascend the altar of the Lord to celebrate the Holy Eucharist. So by implication, we are devotees of precious blood by the virtue of the office we are having. And also you that are looking at me or watching me in this program, you are also a devotee of the precious blood. Because without the blood of Jesus Christ, there is no salvation. Our Blessed Mother Mary was the first consoler of the most precious blood of Jesus Christ. She was the first adorer as well. Because on the very day Jesus Christ was circumcised, that was the day he gave his first blood. He shed his blood during the circumcision. He was bleeding blood. She did not allow this blood to waste. She rather used linen to wipe off the blood, thereby preventing it from dropping unnecessarily on the ground. Because she knew that in the future, Christ was going to shed this blood for humanity. So she became the first consoler and adorer of Jesus Christ. If our Blessed Mother Mary was a consoler and an adorer, who are we today to object? I guess many don't understand the meaning of the most precious blood of Jesus Christ, the price of our redemption. It is not a new devotion in the church. When you go through the history of the church, at one point, time or the other, you see holy men and women having reverence to the blood or dedicating time to the devotion to the most precious blood. We have in history somebody like Blessed Gaspar and Blessed Buffalo and Blessed Father Frederick Faber. All these holy people of God, they dedicated their time in praying or in adoring the blood of Jesus Christ. So in our own time, this devotion came to be in a new dimension. In this dimension, Christ is calling us to enter the Gethsemane hour of prayer every Thursday through Friday. The Gethsemane hour will start by 11 p.m. and ends at 3 a.m. every Thursday through Friday. There is need for us to enter Gethsemane hour according to our Lord, so as to be able to withstand the hard time that is coming upon the world, the hour of chastisement. In the first Gethsemane, Christ took Peter, James, and John to Gethsemane and asked them to pray so that they may not fall into temptation. Because you know quite well that in no distant future, Judas Iscariot, one of his 12 apostles, was going to act while they were asleep, because the flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. Judas went out and planned with his executioners to come and capture the master, his Lord. So in the same vein, today, Christ is inviting us to enter the hour of Gethsemane to pray, so as to be able to withstand the reign of the Antichrist in the world, the reign of terror, to withstand many things that are going to come, to withstand the chastisement that is coming upon the world. So we need to pray in order to avoid falling into temptation. On July 5, 1996, the vision of the most precious blood of our Lord Jesus Christ resumed again. On this very day, the little Barnabas woke up around 5 a.m. and he had the intention of saying his prayer before going anywhere. The mother knocked at the door and said to him that they should go to farm, but let him be coming because he will leave before him. So the boy stayed back at the home, and wanted to say his prayers as usual. So at 5:30 a.m., he started reciting the rosary of Our Lady in that very morning. As he was reciting the rosary of Our Lady, he started hearing a hymn from a far distance. And that hymn goes thus: Precious blood of Jesus Christ.
Precious blood of Jesus Christ. Say, Jesus, we want the ocean of the most precious blood to begin to rain. Precious blood of Jesus Christ. Say,
this hymn was very piercing, very touching. As he heard this, the voice was coming closer. Then, at a point, he was lost in the spirit. The Lord now appeared to him in the spirit again. This was the very day Jesus decided to reveal to him the chaplet of the most precious blood in his present form. Later, he discovered that this hymn was talking about the devotion to the most precious blood of Jesus Christ. After a while he's saying the prayers, Jesus Christ again appeared to him. On this very day, Jesus Christ, in the first place, revealed to Barnabas that all hope is not lost. He showed him a beautiful kingdom, a kingdom that is so beautiful that nothing on earth can be compared to it. Again, he introduced the chaplet of the most precious blood of Jesus Christ to him, his chaplet. And he asked him to say this chaplet regularly, that with this chaplet, he is going to renew the face of the earth and also of the church. He should as well teach all men how to say this chaplet. So, on that very vision, Jesus revealed to Barnabas the hope of being a Christian. He revealed to him a beautiful kingdom that nothing on earth can be compared to it. Nothing on earth. A beautiful green ground that nothing on earth can be compared to it. Then he also revealed to him his agony, what he really suffered for humanity. His passion, the mysteries surrounding his five wounds. He reviewed every torture he suffered and endured in the hands of his executioners to Barnabas. And finally, the chaplet he gave him, he asked him to say this chaplet regularly and teach all men to say this chaplet. Because with this chaplet, Jesus Christ will renew the face of the earth and also of the church. After this encounter, our Lord disappeared. When Barnabas woke up at around 6 o'clock p.m., he discovered that it was already in the evening. And he was contemplating on how to be about this mission. It was during the mission that Barnabas asked him, "My Lord, why is it that you chose me for this great mission? Who am I? I'm still a little boy. How can I carry out this devotion? The world will not listen to me. Nobody will understand me. Why is it that I am the one that you decided to reveal all these things to?" Our Lord said, I chose you because of your weakness.
Who will console my agonizing heart? Who will wipe my bloody face and console me? I am looking for who will console my heart, since all my lovers have forsaken me. Who will console my agonizing heart? Who will wipe my bloody face and console me? I am looking for who will console my heart, since all my lovers have forsaken me. Dear loving God, you are the cause of my thirst. O sinful man, come back to your God. Stop gazing at me from a distance. Who will console my agonizing heart? Who will wipe my bloody face and console me? I am looking for who will console my heart, since all my lovers have forsaken me. The lack of prayer and meditation in your life